I think you're the maroon guy, actually.
I'm gonna get the maroon.
The maroon.
You said maroon. So
yeah, it looks good.
And this is, listen, and if your guy loves to, loves to do stuff in the shop, or your gal has a craft area, you gotta get one of these. Gets all those bits and pieces.
So easy.
You're amazing.
Thanks.
That's some of the most incredible demonstration I've ever seen.
Every person in my family, including my dad and my husband, adore this
I've been here 20 years. That's like some serious you-know-what.
Did you know it's 10 years in the making? It took them 10 years to develop
All right.
this.
You got to get it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Megan.
You're welcome. Can I have one more hug?
Yeah,
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day to you. I hope everybody out there is having a safe one. Everybody, hey, coming up, we got another hour to go. Woo, woo, woo. I told you this 2 hours were jammed. I got a brand new garden hose. And I know a lot of you are ashamed of your garden hose, right? It's beat up, it's nasty. We have got from Belmont Gardens a brand new hose that actually has a multi-level fiber jacket, but it's in designer colors. I think it's brilliant because your hose is always hanging outside on the side of the house. You want it to look nice. We have it available for you today from Belmont Gardens in either the green gingham or the blue gingham. It has that stretchy stuff that you love, right? So when it's multi-layers inside, all top of the line, it's a 40-footer, and we're doing it for $32.95. Comes with that great fireman's nozzle as well. 900-450. Also coming up a little bit later, this was on earlier, and everybody was buying it. I got to tell you, I have 2 Paradise by Bliss chairs. I don't have this one, but I have 2 of the other ones that I love. The sling design, the loop sling design is so comfortable, but this is a rocker. And it comes with the hood. So if you want to stay out of the sun, you're comfortable. It is all powder-coated steel construction. Won't chip, won't fade. That material is a woven fabric. It is so soft. You don't feel any bars on your back or near your backside, okay? And you are just rocking like a baby in a cradle. You will love this. Extra wide. And the loop design is a double woven design. You're never gonna have to worry about that thing ever coming apart on you like the cheap chairs. We're doing it as a today's special. It's $99. I have colors available. You'll have this chair for years. The quality is next to none. It is amazing, all right? And I've got the colors right there. We'll get into that a little bit later, but I want to talk about Earthbrite. I have been an Earthbrite user, I don't even know how many years, but it's been a lot. And we are doing a deal like we've never done before. We're gonna give you 3 of the tubs, all right? It is a French clay, that's what it's made of. And what's wonderful about this clay, which comes from France, is that it has an abrasive in it, but it won't scratch. So it's safe to use on most any surface, all right? I use it on pots and pans. I do my sink once a month, and my sink looks like the day I had it installed. You're gonna get 3 of the scrubbies to go along with it, and we're gonna give you the microfiber towel. Terry Toner is here, my very good friend who I rarely get to see.
I know.
I can't see you because that window is so dirty.
Where am
Hi,
I?
Terry.
Hi, Guy. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
I'm so excited to have Earthbrite with you because we've had the best shows, the most wonderful presentations together over the years with Earthbrite, and I know you're a big fan.
Huge.
And yeah, we even do windows just like that with our Earthbrite, the one and only.
It's one of the only things that I've ever used effectively to get rid of the soap scum on my, because I have glass enclosed shower.
Yeah.
You know, with the head out of the ceiling, all that. So this stuff gets everywhere.
Yeah.
And it is amazing how it cuts through that stuff, because I have a cleaning lady that comes about once a month. She does the bathrooms and she does the kitchen because I just can't deal with that stuff. She loves it.
Yeah,
and she said to me, it's the only thing that works on the shower.
Right, because it cleans, polishes, and protects.
Yes.
That's our mantra. So to the glass shower doors, do your future self a favor. Spend a little time, do your shower doors with Earthbrite, and you will thank yourself because you won't have to clean them so darn often because it cleans, polishes, and protects. All right, this is the stuff right here, you guys. It's made the same way that it's been made for decades. That pure white French clay has a unique mineral profile that is found only in this one single quarry in France. It is a single source clay, and it's poured by hand the same way it's been made for decades. How do you use it? Well, you open it up. The clay is dry. You bring the water to it. So get your sponge wet, rub it into that beautiful artisanal hand-poured clay cake, and then go to town. Start scrubbing, whatever you got to scrub. Take a look at my sink here. It doesn't look too bad, right? I mean, you know, it looks pretty good.
I would think, okay, that's a clean sink.
That's a clean
this
sink.
is the demo that this is why I bought it.
Yeah.
And by the way, I did my sink last week. That I actually enjoy doing my sink.
Right.
It still looks brand new.
Well,
And
that's the thing.
Look at this.
You get the clean, polish, and protect. So first of all, you can see it's a lot cleaner where I cleaned it. You can see my reflection. But look at this. Look at the water sheet off and bead up and roll off. This is the clean, polish, and protect that we're talking about. This is what's going to keep your glass shower doors cleaner, your granite cleaner, your pots and pans cleaner. Is it clean?
Wow.
That's squeaky clean.
Yeah, because you would think that's an oil slick. It's not. Listen to that. And guys, when you use it the first time on your sink, you better be sitting back. Take a before and after, because mine literally, I did that. You know what's funny? I do that demo at home. I love it. I'm like, look at the water as it beads away. That is really clean. Anything that's in your kitchen, anything that's in your bath. I mean, you could use it on outdoor furniture. I've used it on PVC furniture.
It's great on
the
outdoor.
It lasts forever. Like, I've had one cake under my sink for over a year.
Yeah, a little bit goes a long ways because you're just taking your sponge and rubbing it into the clay cake. You know, you're not squeezing out, you know, half a cup or a gallon or whatever. Right. A little bit goes a long ways, which is why this 3-tub deal is phenomenal. I mean, we by a long shot beat our today's special price from, you know, several months ago.
Yep.
This is unheard of. I've got stainless steel cookware here. I actually have the same brand at home, and mine is 30 years old, and I cook a lot. I mean, that's something you and I have in common. I love to cook. Oh, yeah. I cook for everybody in the family.
And I like to keep my pans clean.
Yeah, I have a pot rack, so everything hangs out in front of God and everybody. Yep. So you can see what I've been up to, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you that my 30-year-old stainless steel cookware, okay, does it look right out of the box brand new? No, but it looks pretty darn good. And this is the same with copper cookware, your enameled cast iron, your non-stick, because it does not scratch. This is an abrasive that does not scratch. It is a unique product in all the world and literally from one single source, one quarry in France. All right, so stainless steel sink, stainless steel cookware, copper cookware, all of that. We've already replaced all of those toxic, chemical-laden products in your house. And
you're not using gloves.
Yeah, look, Ma, no gloves. Got a nice manicure.
Clay. It comes from the earth.
And there's no weird chemicals in this. It is a food-safe product. It means you can use it on your stove, in your microwave, on your pots and pans, the baby's high chair, the car seats, the dog dishes. It is a food-safe product. It is safe for everywhere and everyone in the family. I can't stress that enough. And here's something that I love about it, because you know, if you have a glass top range, if you have induction, if you have ceramic, you know you're supposed to buy these specialty cleaners so they don't get scratched up. I will tell you, it is a miracle for your glass cooktop. Mine is black, so it shows all the scratches and hazing. It makes it look absolutely brand new.
See, I have a gas range, which what that means is that I get things that are burned on. And literally, I did this a long time ago, and I haven't done it since. I tried to use a steel wool pad on my you know, on the stove, which scratched the you know what out of it. And I was because I'm rubbing steel on steel, right? And it scratched it. Now the only thing I ever use is Earthbrite, and the nice thing about it, Terry, is I use it once. I don't have to clean that stove for weeks.
Because we clean, polish, and protect. You might have to do a little wipe down for a spill, but you're not having to deal with that constant.
Hey, real quick, I didn't tell everybody that we have scents.
Yes.
Normally, and the one I love is the original. Original scent is kind of a citrusy, very fresh scent. But I also have it in pine, which I'm dying to smell because I love the smell of pine.
It's really a clean pine scent.
I love that. We have it in eucalyptus. We have it in cedarwood, lavender, citrus, or the original. And like I said, the original is really just a clean smell, very neutral. So if you don't like much of a scent, then that would be the one for you. But we have all those other ones as well, and everybody gets 3 tubs.
Yeah, and I think the only way you can get the original is in the combos, the combo packs. Okay. Because the 3 packs, all of that has sold out. I want you to take a look at my granite here. When I tell you this is the best granite cleaner that I have ever used in my life.
And it doesn't scratch.
It doesn't scratch. It makes the granite feel like you just had it polished and sealed. And I'm not kidding you. I have granite countertops. I've had them for over 20 years. I have paid a professional to come in, refinish, reseal them, polish them. Earthbrite does an amazing job. It gives you that brand new, fresh polished, fresh sealed granite feeling. It actually feels smoother when you use it. It's incredible.
Doesn't feel greasy. And you know,
or gritty.
You know what they do in a lot of the cleaners? They put oil in those products so that it shines.
Right.
But then what does that do? It attracts more dirt.
It does.
And it makes it slippery.
It makes it slippery and it makes it greasy. All right. Sealed wood, which is your cabinet doors, your hardwood floors. If you have sealed wood, here we've got some crayon. We have some permanent marker. Sure, why not? Earthbrite is, again, because it is an abrasive that does not scratch, you can use it on all these different surfaces. So again, how do you use it? Get your sponge, get it wet, take it to the tub, rub it into that tub, get a little Earthbrite on there. Now it's lickety-split gonna get rid of that crayon, but watch the permanent marker, and this is the real deal. This is the permanent marker that you have nightmares about when your kids get a hold of them. It gets rid of the crayon, it gets rid of the permanent marker. No scratches whatsoever.
Oh my God.
Isn't that incredible?
Look at that. And it hasn't damaged anything of the sealing of the wood, right? It takes away.
So a lot of people don't know that Earthbrite was originally created as a jewelry polish for the jewelry industry decades ago, because it's an abrasive that polishes without scratching. Again, you can use this on your pots and pans, your kitchen surfaces, the granite, the tile, the glass shower doors, the outdoor patio furniture, the barbecue grill, you bet, and no weird chemical residue on your barbecue grill making your burgers taste weird. If you just spent the weekend cleaning up the grill for the Memorial holiday, let me tell you, you're gonna wish you had that Earthbrite, because again, it cleans without scratching, it does an amazing job, and it doesn't leave a weird chemical residue. Your oven, big oven, little oven, toaster oven, air fryer, all of those things that you have to get out the heavy duty cleaners for. Last time you cleaned your big oven, you probably had on gloves, you had a mask, you opened the doors and windows, and then the next time you go to use your oven, everything tastes weird and it's gassing off toxic fumes because you used a big heavy-duty chemical cleaner. That's not gonna happen with the Earthbrite. It cleans the inside, the outside, the doors, the windows, you name it. And then probably some things that you haven't ever even thought of before. Now, this might bring back some memories for you.
Old school cookware.
I found this at a thrift store.
Yeah.
This is the original oxidized patina on it. It's super thin. Like that copper has been whispered on there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How many cans of tomato soup got burned in this pot, right? I mean, this is what we grew up on. Look at the difference, you guys. This is what I did with Earthbrite. That's from the thrift store, original oxidized patina, and there is the Earthbrite.
It looks brand new.
It really does.
Yeah.
A little copper Turkish coffee pot, the before and the after, very nice. Maybe you're doing some thrifting, or maybe you inherited some of Grandma's silver, and this is what you got, and this is what you can have.
You know, this next thing you're gonna show her in a minute, I use it all the time on sneakers.
Yeah.
It is so hard to get dirt and grime off the rubber soles on the sides of your sneakers, because you need to have an abrasive to do that. And the abrasive is safe, because you're not gonna use steel wool on your shoes and then it would shred them up and trash them.
And it's not gonna discolor them either, so it doesn't hurt the sneakers. Yeah, it's a great sneaker cleaner, dog dishes, the silver, the siding on your house, sure, why not? I'm gonna run down back to the beginning, because I think that, you know, some of these things visually, when you see them, they have so much impact. I call this the one cleaner to rule them all, because we have now gotten rid of from under our sink toxic chemicals like the glass cleaner and the stainless steel polish and the granite cleaner.
And they use them a lot of times in areas they're either gonna bathe or they're gonna cook with.
Right.
You shouldn't ever do that. You need to use something that is made for those areas, and that's exactly what this is. And here's the sink, just to show you the kind of the before and after. And if you need to be proven more than what we're doing, when you get your 3 tubs home, open one and use it on your sink. And do what we're doing. Do a small area. And then run some water over it.
That's shine.
You will be shocked. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't think it was that dirty. But it almost gets like a tarnish
Yeah, it
on your
does.
sink.
It oxidizes.
Yeah.
Stainless steel will oxidize. A lot of people don't realize that, but just like any other metal, stainless steel will oxidize. Look at that shine on that. Look at the reflection,
Crazy.
you guys. And again, the water that just rolls up, beads off. Is it clean? Yeah, baby, squeaky clean.
That is amazing. All right, remember, you are getting 3 of the large tubs, and you have your choice in scents. We have it in citrus, we have it in pine, eucalyptus, cedar wood, lavender, and by the way, I've smelled the lavender, is beautiful.
Yeah, that's
Or
good.
the original, which is just what I would call clean scent. And please also keep in mind, 1 tub, I've had 1 tub under my sink. Last time I bought this, I bought the 3-pack 2 years ago. I have one in the kitchen, I've got
Yep.
one in the bathroom, and then I have one out in the shed. And it lasts forever
Yeah.
because it cleans so efficiently.
A little bit goes a long ways. I always tell everyone too. In fact, usually I have, I do have it. The blowtorch. You guys think I'm kidding when I tell you that the kids use a blowtorch to burn the mess on? Here is the blowtorch that they use to make the messes. I am not kidding. And it cuts through all of that. Best ceramic top, glass top, induction top cleaner that you will use on your cooktop. Best granite cleaner. And again, this is the cleaner that you can use anywhere in the kitchen. It's safe around the kids. It's safe around the pets. It's safe around your food areas. It replaces all those toxic chemicals. This is, in fact, a conscious choice cleaning product, special for HSN without any chemicals in it whatsoever. So you know that it's safe and it's wonderful. And that pine.
I love the smell of this stuff.
Yeah, it's so fresh.
Is that the original?
This is the original
Yeah, I
here.
love that set.
I just want to mention the pine because I think people think the pine smells like, you know, what the janitor used back in elementary school. It is not that kind of a pine cleaner. It's like Christmas trees.
I gotta get it.
It's like a bluebird powder day, riding up the chairlift, smelling the pines.
It's one of my favorite scents.
That you and me both.
You know, I made the candles, and one of them was pine.
Yeah.
I love the smell of pine. All right. 400 people shopping right now, crazy busy. Get yours. You're gonna get 3 tubs. You're gonna love it, Terry. Great job. Thank you, my dear. Stick around, more to come. We got lots of stuff to show you.
Hey there. Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you could get $25 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
Celebrate and shop National Streaming Week. Only on HSN's free TV streaming service, QVC Plus and HSN Plus, May 19th through the 27th. Stream curated collections of groundbreaking original series, can't miss deals, and more. Plus, don't miss the season 2 premiere of Busy This Week, May 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern. There's so much to discover, so join the party. Only on QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app or visit plus.hsn.com to start streaming now.
Sun's out, deals are on. It's HSN's Memorial Day sale. Soak up 6 days of epic savings with up to 50% off everything site-wide and on air. Plus, this weekend only, unlock extra special Memorial Day deals you won't want to miss. The countdown to your best summer starts now.
We have a special offer for you. Take 15% off your next single item purchase when you sign up for HSN Text. Plus, stay up to date on the latest promos and events. Love to save? Just text HSN to 70514. Happy shopping.
Made me hungry. I just love that cake. I'm like, give me a piece of cake. Hey, everybody, I'm Guy. Welcome back. I hope, like I said, you're having a safe Memorial Day. We are here, and we've got great stuff for you. And this is brand new. You know I do Guys in the Garden, right? Or I used to do Guys in the Garden. We had our last show over the weekend. But I wanted to show you something that we had available that's brand new, and it comes to us from Belmont Garden. You know, they're the guys that bring us our wonderful fountains and all kinds of other great tools for in and around the garden. This is a brand new garden hose. And let me tell you, if you live in an apartment or a condo, or if you don't have a big giant house and don't have a big yard and you want something really, really beautiful, well-made, that will last you years, trust me on this with this compact hose. It's brand new. And finally, Somebody has created a hose, an expandable hose that's easy to store, that's lightweight, all right? It weighs a pound. It's a 40-footer, perfect for a condo, perfect for an apartment, perfect for right near the driveway. And you have your choice of colors. It comes in green gingham, or it comes in blue gingham. And you can see that it's actually a little checkered gingham. And this is the 40-foot hose right here. Look at how little space it takes up. We are doing it today for $32.95. I will tell you, I don't have a lot of these. We got them in late in our season, but the lovely and talented and amazing Lorna Coe is standing by over there in England, across the pond, as they say, and she's going to tell you all the great features about our brand new hose. Hello, my lovely.
Hi, Guy. Welcome back to my garden here in London, England. This is the launch of a brand new fireman-style professional hose. If your hose is like this, weighs a ton, cracks, splits, kinks in the hot sun or the cold, Belmont Garden, third-generation family business in San Diego, have the solution for you. So 40-foot of hose in the blue or the green gingham. It folds up when the water's out of it to the size of a dinner plate. A dinner plate, Guy. That's 40 foot. You can also store them in a bucket. You get the nozzle, which is a twist on, twist off. And to show you why this is so special, because this is brand new, as you say, we don't have many. So traditional garden hoses, they crack, they get a kink, and then they're useless. You've had some of those expanding ones, but the outer's fray, they catch on things. Belmont Garden have taken the very same technology, polyurethane inner, that's going to stay freeze-proof up to -30 Fahrenheit with that high denier polyester outer. So it's kink-free, but it's flat when there's no water in it, weighs a pound, as you say, but then when you put the water through it, it cannot kink. The water keeps flowing. It's got a huge diameter and big twist-on, twist-off nozzle. It is so incredible, from misting up to high-powered jet spray. And wait till you see in a minute, Guy, when I take it out of my ice chest to show you how it doesn't freeze like normal hoses.
Well, you know what's really the brilliant part about it, in addition to how it's made and the multi-layer construction, is the fact that you did it in light colors, which makes such good sense. The problem with a lot of people will buy a garden hose and they buy one in dark green or blue, or they buy it in black, right? And they don't realize that when the sun hits that, that is what really affects the material that it's made of. And if it's a rubber hose, or if it's a vinyl hose, if it's a darker color, that's where it's gonna get softer and it's gonna get those cracks. We did it in these light designer colors because we're like, listen, some people care about that. A lot of people are like, listen, this is gonna be, I'm gonna be washing my car, I'm gonna be watering my plants. I would like something that's nice to look at, but also they did it to lighten the color so that it reflects the sun. I don't know how many of you ever turn on a garden hose and the water is 180 degrees and you're like, oh my gosh, it's boiling hot. But it's lightweight, Lorna. I have never had a garden hose that weighs 1 pound. They're usually about 5 to 6 pounds. Some of them are 10 pounds. It really depends on what you need. And most people out there, Lorna, don't need 150 foot of garden hose. They need 25 to 50 feet. And this is perfect.
Exactly. It is, Guy, but you can connect more than one together if you wish, because you've got the connectors, you've got the nozzle, and this is truly kink-free. This slinks around your garden plants, your motor vehicles, your RVs, without damaging them. And at the end of the day, have you ever tried to struggle with a hose like this, winding it up? It's back-breaking work. With Belmont Garden, they are specialists in professional fireman-style hoses. So this will literally wind up in seconds. You can fit so many of these on a hose reel. And as you say, this is literally a pound in weight. So I can hold this with one finger, Guy, one finger. Now I'm going to go to my second camera because I want to show you why this is also so special. This has been sitting in my yard all day, okay, in ice. And this is a traditional green garden hose. This is actually frozen solid. You can actually split that right now. But under all this ice in this ice bag here, let's try and find it. Right, lucky dip, let me tip some of this ice out. Here we go. So I have got my Belmont hose, and I want to show you at -30, and this has been in ice literally all day here in London, England. This remains flexible. It doesn't kink. It doesn't crack or split because you've got that flexible polyurethane liner, that high denier polyester outer. And those colors just make it extra special. They pop on the lawn, you can see them, but also, as you say, they reflect the sun. Now, Father's Day is coming up in June. Have you got a father who's got an old cracked hose like this and they'd rather get rid of it, gets bin that? You can get a hose like no other that also connects to each other. So this is just to show you how incredible the technology is and why firemen use this kind of hose, because it's lightweight, it's strong, kink-free, flexible, takes up next to no storage space, because as I mentioned, this is a dinner plate for my kitchen. Guy, 40 foot of hose. It's the size of my dinner plate.
I think, Lorna, what happens is over time, we're just conditioned to think, okay, I got to buy the same hose that my dad has, you know, the same hose that his dad had. And I know my dad, you know, we lived up in Connecticut, so we got all 4 seasons. And he would get a garden hose probably every other year. He'd be like, they just don't last. They have memory, they're a hard plastic or a rubber, and if you bend them a few times, they get that line in them, and then before you know it, it's 90 degrees in the summertime, it gets soft, it melts away, and eventually it bursts. The fabric jacket is so much smarter. First of all, it moves almost like a snake. You see how it goes. It doesn't kink. You don't have to worry about it falling apart, right? Because it's woven. It's better looking. If you look at the gingham, it's a nicer hose to keep hanging outside, even though you could probably hide it, like you said, in the tiniest of buckets. We are giving you the fireman's spout to go with it, which means that you can graduate the amount of water that comes out of it. So if you're using it to water your garden or whether you're using it to wash your car, you're still getting that same efficiency out of the hose. But for me, as I said, Lorna, it's really nice to have a thing in your garden that actually looks nice and also is very functional.
Exactly. It's flat like a fireman's hose when you've got no water in it. You've got the twist on, twist off fireman's style nozzle to flow, and you've got the green or the blue gingham for that added touch. But this is 1 pound in weight, but super strong, super flexible, kink-free. Join more than one together if you need it. You get the nozzle, 40-foot hose, brand new. Just like firemen use, there's a reason firemen use these super light, easy to manage hoses. So instead of 40 foot, which I can barely lift, I can literally store this 40 foot in a plant pot and be good to go. So Father's Day is next month, Guy. What a gift to give a father in your life.
Hey, listen, you can't give me enough garden hoses. I have them. Don't forget my house. Like I have a bib on one side of my house, and I've run things all over the place. So I've got them on both sides, and now I'll finally have one that looks nice. All right, Lorna, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for Skyping in.
Thanks, Guy. Have a great Memorial Day.
Oh, thank you, my dear. She's the best. All right, everybody. Hey, real quick, I want to show you something that I have coming up. We aired this about a month or 2 ago, and people went crazy for it. It's our little French bistro from Improvements garden set. Now, you can use this in a garden. You can use this on your deck, by your pool. It's portable. You can fold it up and take it with you, but you are getting 2 full-out chairs, and you get the bistro table, all laser cut. They're beautiful. I have the flamingo. I have the green palm leaves. I have the sunflower. I've got hibiscus flower. It's a 3-piece set. If you went to a place in like Sarasota, Florida, you know, where they have all these great shops, you'd probably pay $300 or $400 for this set. You are getting it for $124.99. Flex pay of only $25 and reduced shipping and handling. I know you want it. Look at the flamingo. You talk about charming. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, that is coming up in a bit, but I'm not going to spend any time on it, but I wanted to show you one of my favorite garden products of all time. In fact, it's Bobby Milliken's favorite garden tool. It's our Ion Max SunJoe blower. This thing is amazing. All right, you got 100-mile-an-hour wind, inline design, so it maximizes the efficiency. And it's my choice for a blower for your garden. And look what we have done with the price. We kept it at $40 off. Every mom, every dad, if you're retired, I know you use your blower all the time. This blower, not only do I love it, go read the reviews. It has last time I checked, I think 159 5-star reviews, and it's almost half price today. You're gonna use this to clean off your patio, your deck, your driveway, the grass. It even works on snow. You get a couple inches of snow out there on your deck, you can blow it right off. Rechargeable, and it's gonna last you year after year after year after year. We're doing 40% off. That's coming up in a bit. All right, chairs. I am gonna walk over to my Paradise by Bliss rocking chairs, and I will tell you, there is nothing more relaxing than rocking in a rocking chair. And this company, Paradise by Bliss, does it better. I don't have the rocker, and I should, but I do have 2 of their regular canopy chairs, and I love them. They are the best made chairs in the business. This is not the chair that you buy at the drugstore. This is a serious chair, tubular steel design, powder coated steel, never chips or fade, all right? It has a double woven chair material that is unbelievable. It is soft. It feels almost like you're laying in a hammock. They've taken that zero gravity feel and they've put it in a rocking chair. It is best in class lounger. It's soft yet durable. They do a double sling loop cordage on it, which ensures that that mat that you're sitting on and you're leaning against will last you year after year. It weighs only 23 pounds, but it holds up to 300. We are doing it at $50 off today. All right, $50 off. Bobby Milliken is our guest for Paradise by Bliss, amongst all my other garden things that he does at SunJoe. And I will tell you, come on in, Bobby.
Yeah.
These chairs, the Paradise by Bliss, are the most comfortable loungers you will ever be in. I have the XL, the big one,
yeah,
and I have the other one, the first one that we offered. And I will tell you, when people use it, because I have 2, and they want to borrow it, they're like, that is the most comfortable chair I've ever been in. And now we have a rocker with a canopy, so now you can keep the sun off your face.
Yep.
At the same time, you can be rocking and relax.
Rocking and rolling and relaxing.
So nice, bro.
Are you ready to just elevate your outdoor experience? Because this is the best way I know how to do it. This is from Bliss, okay? We've just been so lucky to partner with them. And Bliss is now a SunJoe company. So you're familiar with me from the SunJoe tools. We've been in business over 15 years. We've celebrated 5 years with you here at HSN. This is our Bliss rocking chair. And Tina said it earlier, this is probably like the best way to describe this is if you took our zero gravity chair and had a baby with a rocking chair. This is it. And what I mean by that is you get all the features of the comfortability, the feeling of kind of like sitting on a cloud that you get with our zero gravity, but with a rocking chair. I know it's a Memorial Day weekend. Maybe you're out, maybe you're at the pool, maybe you're at the barbecue. Maybe you're thinking, gosh, this would be a perfect chair for me to sit in right now. That's what we want for you. We want you to be able to sit back, relax, and even though some people like relax by sitting still, some people like me, I'm a little bit fidgety, so I'm relaxing, but yet I just want to have a little bit of movement. And I can just control that with my foot. You know, I can just kind of get a little bit of movement. Some people tap their feet or kind of tap.
I love the rocker.
Whatever you want to do, it's just that nice. I mean, picture, Guy, I think about the commercial. You and I are on the porch. There's a big glass of lemonade here. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe. It's that kind of feel.
It's a whole different feel versus a traditional like lounger or rocker maybe that you bought, or maybe you bought one of those cheap $40 or $50 chairs from the, when you go to a beach place and they've got those beach chairs. This is another level. It's an investment, but it is worth it. And when you look at the individual features, which Bobby will point out, that double loop cordage that they put on here is amazing. And when you look at the number of eyes that are on this chair, and when I mean eyes, I'm talking the little eyelets that thread, there are literally hundreds of them. So you get, it feels like a hammock, only you feel more secure and it's even softer. But those are all, that cordage is stretchy. So when your back gets on the chair, it gives. Same with your backside. It actually, like a sling, it actually moves and gets comfortable. And there's no bar in your back. There's no bar under your butt. Bobby will show you the close-up.
Did you see how I just got in and out of that easily? I'll turn it here sideways. There's this little lever here, right? So you just open it up. Okay, when you do, then you're easily able to collapse it. Look at this guy, boom. I just took it from a rocking chair to now
23 pounds.
Look at, I'm lifting it with one finger.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how lightweight it is. It's only 23 pounds. What that means for you is this is easy to pick up. It's easy to put in the back of the car, put it in the trunk, and take with you. I mean, when's the last time you had a rocking chair that was portable, that you could take to the fireworks, that you could take to the music festival, to the campsite, to the soccer game, whatever it is. So we're kind of saying bye to the old school wooden chair rocker that needs treated and kind of get weathered. And this is going to be weather resistant. This is going to be your all year, all season long chair. And when you want to put it back down, you stretch it, clamp, and boom.
Lock it in.
And by the way, it comes to you fully assembled. And did we tell them the colors yet?
No,
guys?
Bobby, why don't we, we'll start on the end over there. I'm not going to get up, but you guys can take a look over there. Bobby, just go through all our colors for us.
We're starting on this one close to me. That's the brown Jacquard, that brown
Beautiful.
jacquard is just, gosh, when you catch that in the sun,
It's rich looking.
the browns
Yeah.
are so rich and they really start gleaming through. That's a really neat pattern. Next is our banana leaf, that green one. That's got
Yep.
those bigger green banana leaf patterns.
And by the way,
in there.
it does come with the pillow.
Pillow comes with
Yep.
it, yep. Then we're moving on over to our blue flower. I think that's a hibiscus, if I'm not
It's
mistaken.
just called blue flower.
But blue flower, yeah. And then the last one, if you're looking for kind of like the most solid color, that is our neutral, we're calling it sand color.
Yeah, that's the color I have. I actually, in mine, I don't have this exact chair, but I have it in sand, and then I also have the one in hibiscus. I got two of those. I also bought one of these chairs for Danny. Danny loves these chairs. He's like, Dad.
Did he steal
they're
it?
just-
Did he steal this chair? He
No,
steals
I
all the
actually-
good stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I actually bought him a chair because I knew he was going to steal it anyway,
all
so I
right.
bought him one. Because he got a little apartment and he's got a water view and he likes to go fishing and he just sits out there in his little lounger and he absolutely loves it. I can't emphasize the quality enough with this chair. And if you would, Bobby, when you get a chance, I want to show everybody how it's actually attached to the frame.
Yeah.
Because that's really where, you know, the rubber meets the road on this.
Yep.
There are, it's double cordage and it's looped through several eyelets, and you can see if they wanted to make this cheap, they could have made those eyelets farther apart, but they didn't. They made them very, very tight. That way the chair is more durable, it can hold more weight, but also it gives you that flexibility, and you can see the woven fabric as well.
Yeah, so kind of top to bottom, we're going to talk about
And
the
those are
canopy.
elastic, by the way.
You get the canopy. By the way, I'll start up here with the canopy and then come down. This comes included. You don't have to assemble this or put this on. If you want to use this to cover yourself from the sun and get shade, perfect. If you don't want it, you just hide it right back there. Then we keep on with the features. We have this included plush pillow. I love that it's matching. I love that it's cushy. I love that you can use it as a neck rest or move it down for a lumbar support. Now, moving over here to what Guy was talking about. He was talking about this. This is the double bungee design. We know you're a smart shopper. We know you're looking out there and comparing, and if you do apples to apples, what Guy is saying is when you look at most other chairs in the market, they only have one of these each. One bungee.
Or they're looped and they're stapled.
Right. You
Which
see the
never
nice,
lasts.
Yeah, these nice strong eyelets, and these are double bungee design. That's gonna mean durability for you. So the chair is gonna last you season after season after season. And speaking of, as we're taking a look at the chair, oversized armrest, look at the frame. It's powder coated steel. So what that means for you is weather resistant. Even inside is galvanized tubing. I remember, Guy, I got a cheap chair before I started representing Bliss, and I remember it rained once. I went out the next day and there's this like orange ring of rust. I'm thinking to myself, what in the world? It's a cheap chair. I should have expected it. And before I throw it back to you, let me show you the size. I brought a swatch with me of fabric to show you what an average chair, whether you're shopping zero gravity or your regular like rocker chair is. And this is it. It's about 24 to 25 inches. Ours is an oversized. This is 29 inches. So what that means for you is you get that much more room to relax and rest. By the way, this holds up to 300 pounds. So maybe that's you and your partner, maybe that's you and Ripley, your dog.
You're never gonna see a chair that you can buy, right, a cheapo chair that you can buy like, you know, at a beach store or a drugstore. You're never gonna see one that can hold up to 300 pounds. Never, because what they do is they'll use sheeted pieces of fabric and then they kind of weave it together, right? And you know, the traditional beach chair. And then it's usually tacked or stapled somewhere, right? And they are using a tubular aluminum, which bends easily and does not hold a lot of weight. We're talking about tubular steel. It's very, very rock solid. Like when you tap this steel, all right, it's tubular steel, but it's steel. And then it's powder coated, and basically that's just a way of applying the finish in the paint so that it will not chip and it will not rust on you. So you are getting top of the line, every detail. There's a reason that these chairs are not $39 or $49. They're chairs that are gonna last you year after year. Plus, it's a rocker. And anytime you get into the rocker category, it's more expensive only because it takes more to create a rocker than it's just a traditional chair. But a rocker that folds and a rocker that's portable, that can hold all that weight. I mean, that to me shows it right there. And the fact that it only weighs, I mean, it weighs what, 23 pounds.
That's it.
So if you want to sit on it with your granddaughter or grandson, you can do that as well. If you are a person of larger stature, you don't have to worry about a chair breaking on you. And the relaxation factor is huge. That rocking, it's all the difference. Like when you're sitting on your porch and you're in a traditional rocker. By the way, I've had a traditional rocker there was a guy in my neighborhood that was making them.
This is
and
it.
I bought one from him, and it was a wonderful chair. It lasted 2 seasons, and it started to rot.
That's
because
the
it's
point.
made of wood, and it was
Right.
outside. It was in the rain. And this, don't worry about it.
That's the unfortunate thing about it. I mean, a lot of us remember this kind of old school rocker. I mean, there's no padding. I'll
Hard
be
as a
honest.
rock.
I got a bony butt, okay? I'm just being honest. I sit on this, my butt instantly hurts, okay?
got
I'm a
one
thin
too.
dude. It is what it is. Yeah, you can do the rocking. This is heavier, though. It's bulky. And the back, I feel these pieces of wood like it's just not comfortable,
It's
right?
okay for 5 minutes if you're
For
waiting. If you're
yeah.
waiting to get into Cracker Barrel, it's okay for 5 minutes. All
Guess
right?
what? You're not. This is not portable. You're not taking this anywhere.
No, it doesn't fold.
And I'm a walk behind guy. And can I do the colors while I'm up
You
here,
go
guy?
do whatever you want,
All right.
Bobby.
So I'm up. So we'll just do the colors, and I'll finish with another top to bottom. This one I'm standing at is the brown jacquard. I'd say it was one of our favorites when we sold out on the zero gravity of this same color last year. The light in here doesn't do it justice, but the way it hits the fabric is unreal, and it really has some nice tones of bronze and gold that shine through on the jacquard. Next is the green banana leaf. You have these oversized leaf petals on here. This is a really nice pop of green if you want to throw this on the back patio. Obviously, you're probably going to want to get 2, right? Get a matchy set, maybe get 2 greens, or this one, 2 blues. This is our blue flower. Again, just beautiful design. By the way, guy, these aren't printed on. These are hand woven into the fabric. They're not going to tear, they're not going to wear, they're weather resistant. The way the brightness shines and those patterns are, look now, it's going to last you and look like that season after season after season. And last but not least, this is that most neutral. This is called the sand. So I'm not sure which one we're most limited on, but all 4, you can't go wrong. These are great, great colors. I'm going to join you, guy.
All right, if you want the green, that'll be the first to sell out. Okay, we're okay on the others, but people are buying 2. Everybody was like, you can't buy 1 rocker, you got to buy 2, which is a good deal. And don't forget, if you get an HSN credit card, you get $25 off. So that drops the price to $75 versus $100, right? But it is worth every penny. Also, wanted to remind you that we do have available our little side tables.
Yeah.
Over here. Actually, we have one right between us here. And it's the same design. It's the sling design, so it's made of the same materials. It's got the cordage, the bungee cordage to hold it up. So, and I love that this table gives a little bit, and there you can sort of see that.
Yeah.
It has 2 slots for your cup.
Yep.
And it matches perfectly to the
It
chairs.
matches. Don't forget, this is a 20-inch table, and it's folding, so it's gonna, for storage, it's gonna fold up nice and flat. Take it with you. Obviously, I'm in the matchy, so I would get the sand to match my 2 sand chairs. Same material, same weather resistance, same moisture wicking, and you get the 2 spots for the drinks.
You know what's nice about this set is you're going to have it for years. All right, that's the thing. Like, listen, pay me now or pay me later. You want to cheap out on a chair? Guess what? You're going to be replacing it every year, or every other year at least, right? All right, now while I have Bobby here, Bobby and I just finished our last garden show together, and I told him my favorite product from SunJoe of all time is my chainsaw. Bobby said, well, my favorite, and he's probably got 30 different tools at his house.
More than that.
Is this garden blower. Yeah. You can't say enough about a really good cordless blower.
No.
This thing is magic. You get a long run time, but the way it's designed, Bobby, the streamline, the way it's done, you maximize the efficiency of the breeze. We are doing this at almost half price. It's our kind of end of season, even though it's still the beginning of summer, end of garden season blowout. It is $40 off. It was $89, it's down to $49. Line up, everybody's buying it. And the battery itself
is worth
on hsn.com is $49.
Yeah.
You're getting a free blower.
This is
all right,
my...
Bobby, you got a minute and a half.
Oh, minute and a half. All right, I'll see what I could do here. Again, to Guy's point, this is no-brainer for me. Everybody should have a blower. This is my #1 favorite tool. I represent over 100 tools for SunJoe, and this is the one I use on the daily basis. This is the one I wake up in the morning, I get out to the driveway, whether it's my garage, whether my driveway, my patio, leaves blow up, I blow them back down. I like to keep it nice, crisp, and clean. This is not just your leaf blower for the fall. This is all 4 seasons, all year round. Maybe there's that pollen, that orange stuff on your windshield, use your blower and blow it off. Maybe it's wintertime, you have that light snow on the windshield, blow that off. My buddy Brian, he's a car and motorcycle enthusiast. He washes his car.
You can blow the snow off your car.
And then he uses this to dry his motorcycle. So you're using this to do the leaves. Of course, that's a no-brainer. If you're into woodworking, you're blowing the sawdust. If it's snow time, summertime, you can blow a light powder of snow off of the windshield. If you've just mowed the grass, which, guy, at this time of year, I'm doing every week, you're gonna get your grass clippings off the side, and you do your edging, and then do the finishing touches with your blower. Again, streamlined design, not relying on gas, no oil, no cords. You are using this. This is our 24-volt lithium-ion famous SunJoe battery.
You get about 40 minutes of runtime on this.
If we have any extras, we may put a graphic on if you want to buy an extra, but this one, okay, this one comes with your purchase. You are going to be able to use this in over 150 of our other SunJoe and SnowJoe tools. So how much juice is in the tank? You just press that button and those 3 green LEDs pop up. So again, this by itself, $50 value. And with 10 seconds left, I should have demoed it the whole time. Sorry, you put it in, you turn it on, see these leaves over here? You ready for it? Now you see them? Bye-bye. Now you don't, guy. They're out of here. We're out of here. That's it.
If you don't want to believe us, there are 159 people that gave this full 5 stars. It's a customer pick on hsn.com.
Read the reviews.
And today we are doing 40% off of this unit. $49.99. Grab it while you can. 899-270. Let you know when that's sold out. Bobby, great job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. All right. My last item in my 2 hours as we continue our Memorial Day special here. And I hope shout out to all of our veterans out there as we think about them on this special day. I want to come over and show you this because, you know, we have a lot of different products that we have here at HSN. All kinds of different stuff. And every once in a while, something comes in that is so charming, so adorable, and so that, like, everybody wants it, and it's this bistro set. I have had the good fortune, I guess, or listen, I was working both times of going to Paris. And you go along the streets of Paris, and that's where the bistro tables are, right? All these wonderful little restaurants, very expensive, all right, but wonderful little restaurants, and they all have these little bistro tables and chairs. This is where everybody enjoys a beautiful afternoon. We are doing it from Improvements, and you know only Improvements can do this type of quality at this price, all right? We dropped the price by $55 today for this set. It comes with the table, and it comes with 2 chairs. Now, the chairs themselves hold 300 pounds. So if you're a big person, you don't have to worry, but they hold 300 pounds. You can fold everything up if you want to put it away for storage, but I have it in the Flamingo, which is the one I'm sitting at. I also have it in the Palm, that's the green one, right there. Behind that is the hibiscus, which is beautiful hibiscus flowers. And look at how it's laser cut in there. And look at, you can even see the reflection on the chair. Look at how beautiful that is. In addition to that, I have sunflower, and that has that really intricate mesh screen in the middle that actually looks like the seeds of the sunflower. And again, the table has the same cutout on top. Deb Byers, come on over. You want to hang out with me?
I sure do.
I said to Deb, we always have such a good time when we're sitting somewhere.
Well,
we always have very good luck when we're sitting somewhere. But this all of a sudden turns into this wonderfully convivial, entertaining, charming little place for 2 people.
Absolutely, it is absolutely the perfect set. Now, Guy was telling you about Paris. Now, we all would love to go to Paris, and we would love to have the experience.
I was working, by the way, both times.
I know, I'm sorry. So this is an opportunity for you to have something like that, but what we did with Improvements is we made them a little bit bigger and a little bit more durable so that real people can sit on them and enjoy them. All powder coated in that beautiful matte finish. Each one of these gorgeous colors is going to be that gorgeous cat iron and that beautiful matte finish. The tables are about 24 inches in diameter. We've got the flamingo and we've got that little etched design on top, so there's a beautiful bit of whimsy. It's 28 inches high, so your legs will fit underneath it. And by the way, in order to put it together, it's going to come to you flat backed in a box. The top is already going to have the bolts attached, and you're simply going to open up the legs, reattach the bolts, and you have just made your table. And that's as much as the assembly that you're going to have to do.
How easy that is.
Because absolutely everything is ready for you to go right out of the box for you to enjoy it. And this is the perfect time of year, with the summer just starting, to have something that's going to be super inviting, absolutely amazing, whether you bring it outside where it's going to be rust resistant, fade resistant, and weather resistant, or inside where it's going to be absolutely charming. It's an amazing set of all 3 pieces.
I love it out on a deck or a patio, or even if you live in an apartment, you have a small space outdoors that you really would love to have a charming little table. And you know, this is the kind of thing that it's special. right? It's your special place. It's like you've created this little happy area where you can go with your sweetie or with your grandson, and you can have lunch, or you can have your morning coffee. You can have a glass of wine in the evening. But when I look at it, I really, it harkens me back to when I did go to France, because the people, the conversations, the charm of the streets, and all of it was because the people were out there. They were enjoying it, and they were comfortable. And by the way, these are very, very comfortable. You can always pick up a little cushion if you want. I don't think you need it. It's very, very comfortable. I love the matte finish on it as well, that it's not shiny, that it has that sort of warm kind of a matte finish on it. Easily you can fit 3 to 4 plates on here, so if you wanted to put out a spread, you could use the table on its own, just as a buffet type of thing. You have extra chairs whenever you need them, and the chairs do fold away, so you can fold those for storage. But just, it's special. Like, I have a area in the back of my house where I'm like, I know that would be a perfect spot for it out in the yard. You could, if you have a pool, it would be ideal there. But again, if you're an empty nester and you have a condo, and you're like, I would just like a little place where me and my sweetie can just have dinner, or we can have breakfast, or we can have a cup of coffee, or a one-on-one, you know?
Absolutely. Well, it lends itself. Just sitting here across from you and having a conversation, it really does give you an opportunity to just sort of take a breath and enjoy. But we made it so that you could be super, super comfortable. The table, by the way, will support 110 pounds. So to Guy's point, you can go ahead and load this up with whatever you want to do if you're going to be entertaining. But I just want to stand up for a second, because I want to show you something that's really important about this entire set. Now, first off, we've talked about the fact that the seats will hold 300 pounds each. So this is going to give you the opportunity to sit on here comfortably and have your grandkids or your dog or whatever you want to come and sit on your lap without having to worry that the chair is going to collapse out from under you. All of the motifs on the back are all laser cut. We did not sacrifice any of the comfort. You're perfectly comfortable leaning on the Flamingo. You've got plenty of support back there. Now, the seat is 18 inches in diameter. Absolutely comfortable. To Guy's point, you can put a pillow on here, but you don't need one because they're really, really great. But the best part is they fold up. So when you get that box, and that box is going to come to you, it's going to be delivered to you. It's 43 pounds, so the fact that this is reduced shipping and handling is crazy. All you need to do to get started is simply open up the chairs and put that top on the bottom of the legs, and you have your fabulous bistro set that can go outside and be perfectly good, because it's going to be rust resistant and weather resistant and charming enough to bring inside. This is just a win-win-win all the way around, and it's a great time of year to get it.
There's the green palm right there, and you saw that she wanted to put some pillows on it, and you could do that. I mean, you're saving so much money off the set anyway. It's what, $55 off? So you could easily grab a couple pillows if you want. That is totally up to you. I love the simplicity of it, and I love the design. You know, there's a charm to this, right? It's not just, we could have made them just flat with no etching in them, but they wanted to make them nice for sort of summer and fall. And that's what they're, in springtime, and they're perfect for that. You're looking at the sunflower right there. And I love that each one is completely different. The flamingo is actually 2 flamingos facing each other in love. And then you've got the palms, the green palm over there, and you see it on the back of the chair as well. I love, love, love that sunflower, because it's really, it's you know, the way that they cut it out, and then they put like a mesh center to make it look like there was actually seeds in there. So they really did. And then the hibiscus flower. I would just tell you, if I was going to buy one, it would either be the sunflower or the hibiscus. I love that color, that hibiscus color. It's like a creamy orange.
Absolutely, almost like a sherbet. But what the most important thing to know about these is that when we first got started, and actually Guy and I did it together, the improvements team introduced benches, and we had a butterfly bench. You guys went crazy for it. They were absolutely spectacular, and we brought them back. We brought them back over the years, and they've always been a customer pick. But this year we said, well, let's do something a little bit different. Let's give our fabulous customers 3 pieces, a table and 2 chairs, but let's not sacrifice the color or the whimsy. So we came up with these beautiful bistro sets that you guys have already made a customer pick, and you're even leaving pictures on hsn.com of how you're using them, because they're absolutely amazing. And the important thing to know is now the season is starting. We're going to be going outside all across the country. We're going to be going to the big box stores. to find outdoor furniture, you're not going to find anything like this at all. These are unique designs. They're exclusive here at HSN. They're from the improvements team, so you know the quality. But these are the types of items that you would find in an art show, that the artist is there talking to you about why he or she decided to give you the particular design. And you're going to be having it delivered to you. You don't even have to worry about putting it in the car, finding a truck to truck it all over. It's going to come in a great big box, and you're going to be able to enjoy it literally out of the box because the chairs open up and the table is super simple to assemble.
Be great even just for, you know, if you like to do puzzles or if you're a gamer or if you want to play cards and things like that. Now you have that extra table. Or if it's just holiday and you're like, we really need another couple of chairs and a table, this would be great. The kids could eat there. Or maybe grandma and grandpa want their own little table so that they're not, you know, messing around with the kids and all that mess. You have your own little spot. We have, we're fortunate enough, we live in Florida, and there are many of these little boutique kind of towns that are kind of, you know, kind of zhuzhy and kind of like whatever. We have one called, there's Sarasota, Florida is like that, Naples is like that. You know, you go to the other side and you got Palm Beach and all that stuff. This looks like something you would see in one of their shops. And let me just tell you, if I saw this table at a shop in Sarasota, because I've seen them, there's a ton of those kind of shops that have, and they'll just have one color. And they'll maybe have one model. They'll be like, oh, that's the only one we have. You look at the price, you're gonna pay $199 at least for the table, and you're gonna spend $100 each on the chairs. You're gonna spend $400 on something like this. And if you could even find it, all right? And you won't even know that much about the quality. With improvements, you know you're getting great quality. We've already showed you put it together in 5 minutes, and it's just the table. Chairs just open up and unfold back when you wanna put them away. But at $124, our comparative retail is double that price. All right, but we also do ours at $179. We dropped it another $55, and it's mostly 5-star reviews, a ton of 5-star reviews on hsn.com. It is a customer pick. We have about 90 seconds left, so look around in your area. Could be indoors or out. Where would you like to put this? Where would be the perfect spot? Maybe you got a big old elm tree, or you got something, a feature out in your yard, or maybe you have maybe you've got a little a fountain that you bought from us, and you're like, you know, I want to put it near the fountain. That way I can listen to the water and I can have my coffee or my wine. It would be great if you want to put it up by the pool. The nice thing is you can just rinse it off. If it gets any stuff on it, you just rinse it off with a hose. I mean, it's made to be indoors or outdoors. It's all powder coated.
Absolutely.
And it's very, very durable. As we said, the table over 100 pounds. The chairs over up to 300 pounds. So I weigh 215. So man, I ain't going anywhere. This thing is solid. So pick your color: flamingo, pink flamingo, green palm. We have the orange hibiscus, which I agree is like a sherbet color. And then finally we have the sunny yellow back there, which is our sunflower. Everybody gets the chairs and the table. The shipping is only $5.50. We dropped the shipping price, and this is not cheap to ship because it's, you know, these are metal items and they're relatively heavy of their own. I think you're talking 40 pounds. So to be able to have 40 pounds shipped for $5.50, that's a steal. And we're doing 5 flex on everything. If you get a brand new HSN credit card, we'll take $25 off, make it $99.
That's crazy.
Insane.
And it's amazing. And when we're done here, read the reviews. You're going to see your fellow customers absolutely love it. They're beautiful, they're charming, they're whimsical. They give you an opportunity to sit and talk to your friends, whether you're having breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, tea, whatever it is. Small space, big space, you can't go wrong. They're absolutely fantastic, and you're getting all 3 pieces.
And wouldn't it be nice to have a place in your home where you can just go and unwind?
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? And I'm not talking about in front of the TV, and I'm not talking about on the phone. I'm talking about a place in and around your home or outside where you can sit down and go, that's nice.
Absolutely. No question about it.
A little me time.
I'm telling you.
Right? Love this lady. Love this lady.
Love you more.
You are the
Love
best.
You guys.
You're back. I think you're back tomorrow. Is that what they do?
Tomorrow.
Oh, bright and early. If you want to see Deb, she's back tomorrow. Thank you, Deb.
My pleasure.
Did I? Yes, I said bright and early. Speaking of bright, Earthbrite. Let me just tell you, that's the big winner here. Everybody loves Earthbrite. It's a natural French clay. It only comes from one place. That clay has an abrasive quality that allows it to clean without scratching. So it cleans, it polishes, and it protects. It leaves an incredible shine, and not a greasy, oily shine from chemicals, but a truly clean, squeaky clean shine. You can use it on virtually anything. You can use it on windows. It's the best in the shower. If you've got glass shower walls, right, you got to use it in the shower windows. You can use it on pots and pans. You can use it on outdoor furniture, barbecues, inside your air fryer, your toaster oven. Remember, We're not using all those nasty chemicals like the sprays. You shouldn't put that in your microwave, right? Use this product, you will love it. The item number is 860283. Again, I hope you and wish you a very Memorial Day safe time. I hope you guys are enjoying with family and remembering what it's all about. The incredibly lovely and talented Sarah is coming your way next, and I believe she's got an incredible mattress from Sealy.
Well, I hope you're having a fabulous Memorial Day weekend, everyone. And thanks again to all of you who have served our country. And of course, all of your family members that have supported you throughout the years. We thank you for your service. My name is Sarah. We've got great Memorial Day specials. We've got extra flex pay, and we've got a mattress offer you will not want to miss. In fact, really the best time to buy a mattress is Memorial Day weekend. And that has been the case year after year, decade after decade. This is the season. This is the best pricing that we will offer for the entire year. We're also going to do this. We're going to give you our best of the best. This is the Sealy Posturepedic Plus. This is that luxury level. This is the state of the